It's race day in Kaunas at the first Formula 2 Grand Prix weekend of the 2017 season. 20 boats will line up on the starting grid for the Lithuanian Grand Prix on the 1.66-kilometer racecourse of Kaunas with its 5 turns and short straights, a challenge in one to start the season with. And after the surprising qualifying result with Rashid Al-Khamzi on pole position, all eyes were on the Abu Dhabi pilot when it came to the start of the race. Only 0.3 of a second were between Al-Khamzi on pole, Edgaras Ryabko on second and Tobias Muntekas on third starting spot. So everybody was prepared for a pretty close race. The start of the race. Al-Khamzi and Ryabko with a blistering start. Side by side they headed onto turn number 1. Muntekas didn't get the start well, but gaining ground towards the turn, but getting too close to Johan Österberg here and turns over in turn 1. Red flag comes out and the race already over for the Norwegian pilot in boat number 77. The race is stopped. Everything back to zero, and we will see another start from the dock into this Grand Prix. Tobias Muntekas is okay, but obviously stunned to be out of this race already in the first turn. All boats are lined up for the restart. The lights turn off and 90 boats are now on the way to turn number 1. Now it's Edgaras Ryabko with a fantastic start. He gets the lead on the way to the turn, but Al-Khamzi on the inside, the Abu Dhabi boat back on first spot when they head down to turn number 2. But Ryabko now fights back, both side by side on the main straight. Al-Khamzi inside, Ryabko outside, and Ryabko has to go wide. Al-Khamzi keeps the lead, but then a huge crash. It's David Delpin and Matt Palfreman out of the race. The race is stopped again, but what went wrong this time? We are on board with boat number 21, Erik Edin, who made contact with Delpin after the turn. Delpin's steering broke, so he lost control of the boat and got right in the way of Matt Palfreman. No chance at all for the British pilot to avoid this one. Both pilots escaped out of this crash unhurt, but for Palfreman a rude awakening, because he was focused to get his hands on the 2017 trophy. All boats are lined up again for the restart, this time a flying start under yellow flag. When the boats were in position, the green flag was shown and finally the first Grand Prix of the year was on. And Al-Khamzi right away opened up a gap to second Edgaras Ryabko, followed by Johan Österberg and Rup Temper. Temper on the inside trying to make a move on Österberg, but missing it and taking out the turnboy. That means 1 lap penalty for the Austrian pilot in boat number 5. So Erik Edin, who is on 5th position, moves up a spot and is already on 4th, now followed by Nelson Morin, who making his debut in Formula 2 with the CTIC China team. So Morin already on position 5 at the early stages of this race. When it came to lapping the first backmarkers, all of a sudden Edgaras Ryabko saw his chance to make a move on Al-Khamzi for first position. Both side by side into turn 4, but Al-Khamzi can stay in front of boat number 41.
He was pushing me because the letting boat in front of me is disturbing me, and I was full pressure. And after everything went okay and I finished safely the race.
Until 5 laps before the checkered flag, Al-Khamzi didn't let anybody have a doubt that this was going to be his race. He opened up a comfortable gap to second Edgaras Ryabko. But at the moment when Rup Temper pulled out of the Grand Prix, another huge crash shocked everybody when Mohammed Al-Meherbi and Harry Leti touched at the end of the main straight and ended upside down in the water. Yellow flag came out again. Al-Meherbi could get out of his boat immediately, but Leti had to get out by the rescue crew. The Finnish pilot suffered back injuries and had to be taken to hospital. When the track finally was clear again, everybody was ready for another restart. But Alkamzi lost all his cushion to Ryabko, so when the green flag came out, Ryabko tried to take the lead from the outside into turn 1, but Alkamzi could stay in front of the Lithuanian pilot. Now it was Österberg seeing his chance to get past Ryabko. Österberg on the inside, both Ryabko and Österberg side by side going into turn 2, and Österberg made it, the Swede on second and Ryabko only third now.
The boat was working perfectly and I had 3 good starts and I gambled a little bit at the last restart and I passed Edgaras at the last corner, I think it was.
But still, for Edgaras Ryabko, it's a big move up to step on the podium at the very first race of the year, and also his home Grand Prix.
Yes, I'm very happy that I made the podium. A little bit disappointed that I lost the second spot. I made a mistake. I should let Rashid go and save my second spot. But I wanted to overtake him, so I let Osterberg get to inside, so that I lost my second spot. So a little bit disappointed, but for sure I'm very happy that in Kaunas I'm in third place.
The first who saw the checkered flag finally was Abu Dhabi pilot Rashid Alkamzi. It's his very first victory in Formula 2, as well as for the Abu Dhabi team. With this win, Alkamzi might be one of the pilots racing for the title of 2017.
I feel very happy, and my team feel also very happy because it is my first win in F2. And I was safe in the race and pushing hard, but in safe limit.
As the championship leader, Alkamzi will now head to the Belgium Grand Prix in Antwerp at the end of July. Who is going to make it on the podium there? One thing is for sure, it will be harder than ever to be the champion at the end of this season. So stay tuned and follow F2 on Facebook, YouTube and f2worldchamp.com.